This state is setting a new bar with a stunning bullion bill in their state legislature. Could this spark an out-of-control demand for silver and gold and cause the price of precious metals to soar? I think it could. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion and get your first order at spot. Learn more at sdbullion.com/new. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching Yankee Stacking. Missouri is doing something incredible, and I have to share it with you. Many of my subscribers have emailed me about it. One told me about a video by Ron Ranstetter over on his channel, Ron's Basement. He interviewed Patrick Holland of the Missouri Freedom Initiative, who I hope to have on my channel soon. And I'll include the link to that video in the description below. But in this video, I want to give you an overview of what is going on down there in the heartland. And, just hit the bullets. There are 5 main points to Missouri State Bill number 100. I read it. It truly is stunning in its scope, especially points 3 and 4. And they could both have an incredible impact on the price of silver and gold by sparking a fire in demand for bullion all around the country. In short, Senate Bill 100 intends to reclaim gold and silver as legal tender in the state of Missouri. And that word is important, reclaim. Okay, gold and silver was legal tender, and it should be reclaimed as such. It's not the first state to do it. Oklahoma, Utah, Wyoming, all of them have done it. And South Carolina has a similar set of bills in the works. In fact, there are 10 states making important moves with gold and silver this year. They're covering areas like sales tax on silver and gold bullion, capital gains tax on precious metals, creating a state depository, building state reserves of gold and silver. They're all great actions, but Missouri is tackling it all at once in one sweeping piece of legislation, including, get this, a restriction on any future silver and gold confiscation. Wow, huh? The bill even covers a central bank digital currency. But I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit here. Let me just tell you that there are 2 preliminary steps that Missouri's bill doesn't even address because they've already taken these steps. And every state needs to start with these 2. First, you got to get rid of the state sales tax on precious metal bullion. There are still 9 states left that literally charge you to purchase money. As insane as that sounds, Vermont, New Jersey, Maine, Kentucky, Wisconsin, New Mexico, Hawaii, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Now, Tennessee and Mississippi are working on their own legislation, but this whole state sales tax on precious metals is nuts. Thank goodness I don't have to deal with it here in New Hampshire. So that's the first thing. The second preliminary step you got to take care of is the insanity of charging state capital gains tax on gold and silver bullion. Capital gains taxes are taxes on anything you make in dollars when you sell your precious metals. Now, I'll have that issue here in New Hampshire because along with no sales tax, we don't have any capital gains tax here. We don't have income tax. We don't have inheritance tax. We don't have estate tax. Shoot, by 2026, there's not going to be any dividend or interest tax here. Sorry, I didn't mean to brag about the live free or die state, but, yeah, we do have high property taxes, but the state's got to get their pound of flesh somewhere. But anyways, so those 2 are really not in Missouri's bill because neither of them apply to them. They've already addressed it. Here's what's in the bill. And please hit the like button on this video if you are enjoying this. I would appreciate that. Number 1, gold and silver will be adopted as legal tender. That means Missouri recognizes precious metals as money. Money that can be used for payment of debts in all transactions. See, guys, this silver and this gold is real money, and that's what Missouri's bill explicitly states. Number 2, Missouri will accept gold and silver for payment of state taxes. This shows they're serious, people. Now, I'd personally never do that. And I'm sure most of you out there listening to this video wouldn't do it either. We're stacking this stuff for a reason, and it's not to spend it, especially on taxes. But the point is they could in Missouri if they wanted to, and that's the point. And that's number 2. Number 3, the bill requires Missouri's Treasury to be the custodian of at least 1% of their operational reserve in physical silver and gold. 1% of their budget, which, by the way, is around $900 million. So we're talking about $9 million in physical gold and silver required to be in a state depository. That is a great idea. Utah is making use of a third-party depository. Missouri could do that too if they wanted to, but they don't have to. And guys, this should excite all of you silver and gold stackers out there. Can you imagine the potential ramifications this could have on the demand for precious metals? Think about it. When more states make it a requirement for the state to own gold and silver by law, I really think the supply isn't going to hold up under that type of pressure. I think the price of silver and gold will skyrocket if and when that happens. And speaking of price, that brings me to number 4. The bill, and you're going to love this, the bill establishes the price of gold and silver for payments, taxes, and their reserve to be priced at spot plus premium. Spot plus premium, not face value, not the amount that is, inconsequentially stamped on government minted silver and gold bullion coins like this, $50 at the bottom of this gold eagle. Nope. The bill mandates the price to include the market premium for the metals. They're declaring that it should be the free market that dictates the true value of real, tangible gold and silver. That is how gold and silver should be valued. That's how I value it. I know you guys value it that way too. And that is incredible. That's number 4. Number 5, the bill aims to protect the people of Missouri from any gold or silver confiscation or seizure, as they call it. Now, we know what FDR did at a federal level back in 1933. Missouri is saying, don't even think about coming after the silver and gold that you just made legal tender. Now, I don't personally think an FDR-style confiscation is likely, but it is possible. And that's what this bill is addressing. The possibility that at some future date, the state's going to go after people's silver and gold. It's not going to be allowed. And I love that addition to the bill. Number 6, protection from a central bank digital currency. I love this one too. Apparently, it was a late addition into the bill, but very timely. Missouri will not force anyone in their state to use a digital dollar. They won't say to their people, you need to set up your digital wallet with the federal government and then give us that information so you can pay your state taxes. That's great, especially in light of Executive Order 14067 signed by President Biden last March, which will push a federal CBDC by the end of this year. Banks are already starting to work towards it. So again, nice job, Missouri. So here's some final thoughts. Remember, guys, this bill is aimed at reclaiming the legal tender status of gold and silver that already exists in Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution. They're not saying Missourians can't keep using fiat currency, but they have an option now, and that gold and silver should return to their rightful place as real money. The measure passed the Missouri State Senate, 21-12, I think it was. And I think one Democrat voted for it. So I guess it has maybe some bipartisan support, I hope. It's not signed yet, but the momentum is there. And again, all around the country, this is happening. Think about this, guys. A fifth of our states are moving towards making gold and silver legal tender. Guys, this is a movement, and we should all get behind this because I believe this is part of a move back to state sovereignty and valuing the 10th Amendment of our U.S. Constitution. I think it's a move towards limiting the fiscal malfeasance by our federal government and the monetary madness by the Federal Reserve. I think it's great news, but tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I hope your day is A-OK.